Now let's head to South Africa, where Africa's biggest specialist fixed income money manager, Futuregrowth, has halted lending to 6 state-owned companies in South Africa. Among them, power utility Eskom, port operator Transnet, and the Development Bank of Southern Africa and roads agency Sanral. Now, Futuregrowth says it's concerned about how they're being run, government infighting, and threats to the independence of the finance ministry. The asset management group has shelved plans to lend more than $122 million to 3 state-owned companies. The move comes as Finance Minister Praveen Gordin and President Jacob Zuma face off over board appointments and spending plans. Well, let's get some insight into how this is affecting South Africa's economy. Sumitra Naidu now joins us in Johannesburg. Sumitra, as always, welcome to the show. Now, Futuregrowth pointed to how these state-owned companies are being run and, of course, government infighting. Now, besides the whole Praveen Gordin saga, give us some more insight into what has changed in the way government runs these institutions and why it's such a concern now.
Well, Uche, these state-owned entities all have their own boards and management teams. Essentially, they're meant to run independent of the state, even though they're owned by the state. However, there's been a common thread in that all of them have been terribly mismanaged over the years. Some of these state-owned enterprises like SAA and Eskom are a constant strain on the state as they're often in need of funding. Over the years, these SOEs have been haunted by ongoing government interference. Executives come and go constantly due to internal wranglings, and nothing has really changed. This interference has just reached new levels, and this was one of the main reasons given by Futuregrowth. It's concerned around governance at these entities. Of course, the other main concern was the decision-making process within these entities, and it's created quite a bit of confusion because just recently President Jacob Zuma was announced to be the person that will oversee a council to oversee all of the state-owned entities. Now, this has created much confusion, and for Futuregrowth, they say that this uncertainty has created more risk, and as responsible investors, they have to make informed decisions, and they can't actually make any of these decisions until it has more clarity from government. So they'll continue to engage government, but until such time, these loans to some of these state-owned enterprises have been suspended.
Now, Sumitra, with all this in mind, do you expect to see more asset managers also taking a step back in the near future?
Well, yes, in fact, just this afternoon, Denmark's Jyske Bank announced that it would stop lending money to Eskom. It's also a specialized fixed income manager that has been extending credit to state-owned companies, but they're also concerned, again, about governance issues at these entities. And according to their statement, they had pulled the plug on other SOEs already. Eskom was just the latest one that it's decided to stop extending loans to. Experts expect this to be the trend going forward. They say more lenders will withdraw.
Well, many thanks, Sumitra. Of course, we'll keep watching that story. Sumitra is joining us from Johannesburg.